And I'm going to show you how to do Trouble in Jamestown, which is the activity for today and tomorrow. So what you're going to do is you're going to analyze the colony of Jamestown. So when people came over here, it was not just like, a crazy good time. There was a lot of starvation. There was a lot of problems. They were moving to an area they had no idea how to actually cultivate the land, or they didn't know the people, they didn't know the weather, and you can only imagine what happens when you don't know anything about the area that you are going to. Not only that, you don't bring a lot of people with you. There were no women, barely any doctors. They were in for a hard time from the get-go, and you're going to learn about that throughout this assignment. So for the first slide, it's going to say, describe the passage from England to Jamestown. So you're going to click here and answer that question, and then it says describe the hardship as well as the success of Jamestown settlers once they arrived in Virginia. Obviously, you don't know these answers off the top of your head. You have to watch this video, and then you get to answer these. If you copy and paste from Google, I will know, because on these actual assignments, there's a little button, and I'll show you where that is. There's a little button that says check for plagiarism and originality. So when I check this, it actually looks at your answers on Google and to see if any of them are the same. So if you copy and paste a whole paragraph from Google, it tells me exactly where you got it from, how much of the percentage of you took, and even if you changed a few words, it'll be able to tell me where exactly you got it. So make sure they were in your own words. So watch the video, answer the questions. For the next slide, it's just, you're going to read this, and then you're going to drag and drop these little arrows where the answers to these questions are. So it says, what was the purpose of the Jamestown colony? So I would take the one and I would move it to where it says the purpose of the Jamestown colonies. Now everything else in this little slide, you can't move or mess around with because I've made it that way. The only things you should be able to move are the arrows. If for some reason you delete the arrows, you can go up here to this little line, or if you're on an iPad, it's a plus, and you can just get your own arrow, and then just do that way. For the next slide, so colonial cannibalism. So you're going to answer these questions about the starving time, and you're going to get your answers from this video. Again, don't try to get them from Google, and don't try to copy and paste, because, again, I have a little thing in there that tells me exactly where you're getting things and what percentage you are. The next slide. So it says tap here, but obviously if you look at, I can't tap it, it's not working. It's because I'm not in present mode. Same thing with those videos, you guys. If you're not in present mode, these little things will not work. The reason for that is because if I didn't do it that way, you guys would be able to accidentally delete the videos, which would cause a problem and chaos and all that panicking. So that's why it's like that. So make sure you hit present and then tap there. So it says click on number 5, what is located there, what was this area used for, then you write your answer here, and then describe what number 14 was used for. So what it means by those numbers is if you look on the map behind this, which is where this is going to take you, there are little numbers and it tells you different places. So for the next one, it says according to the chart, list at least 2 possible reasons for the sudden decrease in population. So what are 2 things that you see on here that would be a problem that might result in a starving time? So you're just going to look at this, and then you're going to answer that question here. And then also write a summary topic sentence that could be supported by this information in the line graph. So you're just answering these questions based on this. So 2 possible reasons for the sudden decrease in population. I've already kind of told you one. I said starving time. But you're going to get your answers based on what you see here. Then the last slide is going to be have you go to page 6 of your student notebook, and you're going to answer this question. This question is on the notebook, you guys, already, so you don't have to write down the question. It's already there. If you click these, it'll take you to your notebook in Google Classroom. If it doesn't, you can just go up to, let's say it takes you to the stream. You just go to classwork, then you go down to digital notebook, you'd open it up, and you'd slide to the page you need to go to. Now I'm going to add a slide in here that's right here that says, obviously, watch these directions, and then I'm also going to add a slide right about here that's going to say this would be a perfect place to take a break if you need to finish the rest tomorrow. and then don't forget to turn this in thing that you guys see on all your assignments. So that's how you do a Trouble in Jamestown. This one's fairly simple. Again, don't try to Google things and copy and paste. Please don't do that. It's just going to cause a problem for you, and it's easy to catch. So make sure that you are completing this and you're doing what you need to do. All these assignments go together, so they're all building towards one thing. So that's why it's important to do these. So again, if you have any questions, message me and remind. But other than that, that's it. Thank you for listening.